How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another Counterside video. Just after finishing my recap for the Origin stream, they upload this, so hey, we got our February preview. I guess that means that is how they're doing things going forward, is just towards the end of the month we're going to get a preview for the following month. Which I guess that works. I think a lot of people would prefer a little bit more of a general timeline up until we're caught up. But it seems that's not what's happening. It looks like we're just getting these previews, and that they're done in the fashion of what are what are they? The timeline, the roadmaps, what they looked like in the last one. So it's a little strange that, you know, we don't just get a roadmap until catch up, because there's not that much until we're caught up. But oh well, whatever. This is how we're doing things. So our February preview is obviously the new Origin update goes live, which is the UI update and a bunch of other things. All of that's covered in the extremely long, which I apologize for, video that I uploaded like yesterday, I think. It's there. It's like the longest video on my channel, I think. So yeah, that goes over all of that. It is timestamped for the tidbits and details. But mainstream episode 8, Stormbringer. You see Awakened Jake here. So we have Awakened Jake coming next, which we kind of assumed since we just got Shinja. So the counterpass for this month will be Carlotta. I think it's Carlotta. And then the event episode, or the main event episode for the month, will be the Sun Calling Tracks. So, and then of course the Counterside / Call Out Cross Hollow Myth collab will be rerunning for, well, it's rerunning for us on Global, but because JP will have been merged with us, it will be new for them, and I think KR is getting it at the same time. So, there's also a code here, which it won't let me highlight, but there it is, SS from Momo CSGBL. Cool. That gets you 300 imaginary cores, 3 simulation training permits, and 3,000 info. But yeah, let's talk about this update a little more. If we jump over to our good friends at Pridewin, who are always on top of things. In the, yeah, I love how they call it the roadmap. Like, this is exactly what the roadmap looked like before. They have a little summary here. So, Awakening Jake. If we want to take an actual look at the character here, he is a good character. To summarize a lot, like it's a lot of summarizing on my part. He's pretty equivalent to Awakened Hilde. In these areas that are marked B for Jake, Awakened Hilde does do a little bit better than he does in these respective areas. So Hilde's maybe a little better in raids, co-op, and danger close. But in all the others, he's about the same, with the niche that if you're going up against mechs, he becomes much better. So overall, he's pretty equivalent. So that's just a very, very rough, you know, summary in comparison. But he's a good unit, a good defender, and one that I am personally excited for, and will be throwing the black tickets I got at him and hoping for the best. I love Jake. Jake's cool. Not at all biased towards lightning-based powers. So again, there's his rundown, and then the new battle pass is Carlotta. This is my first time seeing her full design myself, and wow, that's a great design. That sword is beautiful. If we take a look at her, she is a okay character. I get the counter passes anyways, so it's not a huge thing for me. So this will also be our first counter pass with the new counter pass. Will it be? I think it will. I think this will be our first counter pass with the new way they're doing counter passes with the Origin year, after the Origin year update, where they're not giving you a bunch of dupes, they're giving you a bunch of fusion cores, because dupes do different things now. But she is really good in guild co-op, danger close, and she has use in PvP. So in all the other places she's a B, which, you know, still pretty good. as they say here in her pros. Great buffs. She's pretty tanky for a 3 cost, and she can heal as a defender, which I think the only defender that like healed themselves before this was the demon lord one, whose name I can't remember right now, starts with an S. I summoned for her. Everybody was very excited for her. So, I remember her because of this right there. This is why I remember this character. Not because of her model, because I've never seen her model before, because of that. Carlotta Ramirez Fernandez, Carlos Juan II, her mother. It's a better character. So, maybe we get to meet her mom. I don't know. Then we scroll down a little bit more. New story update, chapter 8. And it should bring Jaina Kropel as a new unit. So this will probably be the same week that Jake launches. We'll get this, which everybody should recognize this character. She's not a huge standout character, so not something anybody's going to really probably be summoning for. But she should look pretty familiar, and if you played the story, you know who this is. This is Queen. This is Replacer Queen before she was Replacer Queen. So this is the non-awakened Replacer Queen. And then, of course, the new event, the Sun Calling Tracks. Which, you know, right there, Sun Calling Tracks. They have the banner here. Wow, they're on top of things. Which, this is the Nanahara family event story, which is something a lot of players have wanted because everybody likes the Chifuyu and Nasu. Everybody loves them. Like, they're fan favorites. So we love to see story from them. And it's a family event story that will go over events that happened before the old administration failure. So we're getting more info from current times, from the old administration failure. That's like maze event stuff. That's what was the other event that covered it's like the first side story that we had in the game. So very good to see that information. We finally get these characters in the light a little bit to learn more about them as characters, and the new characters that should be coming alongside it. Yamato no Orochi. This is a waifu character if there's ever was a waifu character. Pretty basic, solid unit, and pretty good, you know, all the way around. Maybe except in those higher tier dives. Mostly a single target character, but her biggest con is she has a very high cost, which is a cost of 4, which I've run teams of all awakened units for laughs, so a deployment cost of 4 is really not that high to me. So yeah, if that's really her only con, she's a pretty good unit, right? So that's an exciting unit to be coming, and as we know, also from the Origin Year stream update, that she is also going to be a Danger Close boss, so we get to fight her too. The other character coming with the Nanahara event is Hayami Kanade, who is a member of the Nanahara Family Alliance. Oh, I didn't know that. Now I want her even more. This originally was a counterpass unit, but we're not getting her as a counterpass unit. She's going straight to banner for us, probably. Because we know who our counterpass unit is, so it's very likely she's going straight to banner for us. She's not really worth summoning on, all things considered. It's very saddening to me that we did not get her on counterpass, that she's probably going to be going straight to banner, because she's a character I really wanted, and I didn't want to have to summon for a unit that doesn't, you know, stand out that much, that isn't that great. But I'll probably throw a multi or 2 at her with some blue tickets. Hopefully I get her. If not, I'll wait till a selector comes around that she's in, and I'll grab her that way. So that's really all I can do. But so that's what we have coming. That's, you know, the Origin Year update goes live in February. Hollow Myth things rerunning. And those are the new characters: Awaken Jake, Carlotta, Jaina Kropel, Yamato no Orochi, and Hayami Kanade. So, honestly, a lot of really like interesting and exciting characters in some way, shape, or form. Whether they are waifus, husbandos, or just good units that people have been looking forward to. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to Jake, and a lot of people have been looking forward to story for the Hanahara family. So February looks to be a smallest month of the year, but it looks to be a pretty packed and exciting month for us here on Counterside. I'm expecting Jake, if not this week's patch, probably next week's, and whatever patch that goes live is probably when we'll get mainstream episode 8, and we'll also get a regular banner with Jaina, and then probably a week to 2 weeks after that we'll see 2 new banners with Yamato and Hayami. So this week might actually just be next week would probably be when the Hollow Myth goes live. If I were to pin it down, this week, probably dead. Like, not a lot happening. I might not even have enough to do a patch note video, but hopefully I do. Following week, we have the Origin update, the mainstream episode 8, Jake and Jaina, and the new counter pass. The week after that will probably be the Hollow Myth rerun, and then the week after that will be the Sun Calling tracks, Yamata, and Hayami. That's what I'm pinning it on. That's your next 4 weeks right there, if I'm just running a guess. But with that being said, that is our February 2023 global roadmap, our global February 2023 preview. The big thing is the Origin update, which goes live next week. So very excited to see all that new stuff when it goes live this week. Probably going to be pretty slow. If you don't see a patch note video from me, that's probably why. There's probably not a lot to talk about, but hopefully they give us something to talk about. And yeah, with all that being said, I'm excited, and I hope you all are as well. So there might be a summon video for Jake. I don't really have that many tickets, but maybe I'll throw a short one together since I wasn't able to do my Shinja summon. But all that being said, I'll see you all in the next one, because I have another one coming out this week. So we'll see you then. Peace.